Hi guys and welcome to Gary G Reviews, and to today's topic about Justice League and its Rotten Tomatoes score. So guys, I'm yet to see Justice League. I'm going tomorrow. That's Friday the 17th of November. So what I think about Justice League Rotten Tomatoes score, and should that score affect your decision to go and see the movie? For me, guys, it's absolutely ridiculous if you rely on a score like this to make the decision for you not to see a movie that you're interested in. I mean, if you already want to see Justice League, or if you had this plan to see Justice League in the theaters and you waited for, the Rotten Tomatoes score to come out so you can make your decision, guys, why are you doing that? Rotten Tomatoes is a site that basically allows different critics that are certified critics for Rotten Tomatoes to just write their reviews there. But you have to know that these critics pretty much hold themselves in a very high standard. They use all kinds of sophisticated words to paint a picture and to review a movie, basically. I mean that some of those people kind of lost touch with reality at some point, and they just have a big stick in their butts. So they don't just watch a movie, they take notes on it, and they're like, this scene is not as well shot as I thought it would be. I'm writing this down right now. And while he or she is writing that, there's a whole lot of things happening on the screen probably, and they're not invested in the movie. They themselves are coming out of it mentally by always thinking what is wrong with it or how they feel about this and about that. That is inevitable to happen when this is your job, I think. I don't know if I'm ever going to be like a full certified movie critic. If I do, I will try to never lose touch of what made me become that in the first place, and that is of course my love of movies and the art behind them. All that CGI and actors work and costumes, that is all art. I think that always people forget that. Practical effects are also a way of doing things that was before, because before we had low-tech computer technology, but now we have more, so we have CGI instead of some practical effects. I mean to say, guys, that everything is art, even the practical effects, even the new special effects. It entails a huge amount of resources, money, people, talent, to create all of that. So I appreciate everything in a movie. And now if the movie really sucks and didn't deliver, sometimes it's just very subjective, because people have different views of what they want to see in a movie, and some people had different life experiences, different way of looking at movies, because they build up their expectations now based on what they've seen before. In this instance, DC animations and what they read in the comic books, and even previous DC movies, although we never had a DC extended universe like we do now. Mostly had, Batman movies, Superman, the old movies with Christopher Reeve. You can say about 7-8 years, things started to really speed up and expand in terms of superheroes in Marvel and both DC, which for me is great. I haven't felt the fatigue of those movies yet, of superhero movies. But my point is, guys, that whatever we're talking about in life, you have to have your own opinion no matter what. And you shouldn't rely on critics' score and critics' opinion to see a particular movie or to not see a particular movie. Now, I do know that many of you let me know that you wait for my opinion, which is very flattering to me, honestly. But you said, some of you, that you wait to kind of understand whether or not you should see a movie because you found that we have similar views, which is fine and all, guys. But I always say, just go and see it if you like. Sometimes I do say, yeah, this movie really sucks because this reason, that reason, and another reason, for instance. And then, of course, you can take that because you already know how I think pretty much, and you can have an assessment whether or not this particular movie that I was talking about was for you or not, and whether you should spend your money on the movie theaters, because I'm going to see Justice League on a premiere day and I'm going to pay double for that. But because it's Justice League, I always go and see these movies like Man of Steel, Justice League, Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman, basically on their premiere date, because I just can't wait 4 more days. Everybody else are going to see the movie and I'm going to be totally left out, and it's really important to me to see them as soon as possible, because I did waited a long time for them when you think about it. My point is, guys, basically that always we are discussing, the internet, we are discussing the Rotten Tomato score. I'm not sure if I ever really talked about this before, but now I decided to do so because I really want this movie to not be pushed down even before it has officially came out to the whole world. And it's really sad that a lot of people listen to those criticisms and they're just like, Rotten Tomato score, I'm not seeing it. Well, guys, like I said, in life, not only about movies, but in life, you have to have your own opinions. You have to be objective. So if you listen to other people's opinions that have totally different views from you, totally different lives from you, totally different things, they had totally different upbringing and values, and they are raised different way than you, so they view things differently, and also that affects their view of movies. It's just not objective to yourself to listen to those people and just stop yourself from going having maybe a really fun movie going experience. Maybe you have an amazing time, maybe you have like a mediocre time, or maybe you have a really bad time, but at least it is your decision and it's not hindered by anyone else, and it's not affected by anyone else. It's just that you wanted to see for yourself whether or not this movie is good. When it comes to a movie like Justice League, you at least are getting a very great spectacle, visual spectacle. To the very least, that is something that you should definitely see on a big screen so you can feast your eyes on all of that. That's the least, of course. You'll never get the same feeling in your home. Now, when it comes to something like comedies or drama movies, I can always skip those and just watch them at home because I'm not missing anything. The big movie screen will not give me like a grander scope of something that is just a regular movie shot in cities, here and there in offices, on an island, whatever it is. It's just a comedy or a drama or a horror movie. I just prefer to see those in my home. When it comes to something like 50 Shades, I have to go and see that because it's a popular movie and I should review that for you guys. So about Justice League, I watched all the reviews, non-spoiler reviews of course, and it's a mixed bag. Some people say that it's good, some people say that it's not good, some people say that it's better than Batman v Superman. Some people say that it's the best movie since Wonder Woman, which was just several months ago. So there's like a totally different opinions, and some people say that it's bad, that you can tell when Joss Whedon is directing, you can tell when Zack Snyder was directing, and all of that. They're so different opinions. So that is my point. You can't just listen to that. I always watch other people's non-spoiler reviews before I go and see a movie because I do have YouTubers that I really love to watch, although I don't always agree with them, but I still love to watch them, like Chris Tuckman, Grace Rando, Jeremy Jones, The Schmoes Know, John Campia, and so on. I always love to see their opinions, but sometimes they're either very similar, like extremely similar, sometimes a bit different. Most of the times they say very, very similar things. And when I go and see that movie that they were talking about, I'm super shocked and surprised how far they were from my own opinion. How far? Really, I'm really shocked. I'm speechless because I'm watching the movie and I remember what they said about the movie and I'm like, where the heck they saw that? Where's that problem, damn it? What is that problem that they're explaining? Because I'm getting the movie, I understand the movie, I understand the movie's message or that particular scene's message or anything else that you can think of. I understand that. And so how did they see that particular thing that they were complaining about? How? Because I don't see that. I understand it, so it's not a problem for me. I understand where the movie is coming from. I mean, guys, when you hear a lot of people, or in this case, very famous, you can say official and non-official movie critics, to say almost the same things about a particular movie, and then go and see the movie and it's totally different than what they presented it to be, you can be totally shocked. So if you listen to that, or if you listen to Rotten Tomatoes score, and based on that you don't go and see a movie, you're just missing out again. You're doing the non-intelligent thing and just totally disregard your own view. So you just decide to, yeah, I'm gonna listen to those people and I'm gonna waste my time. You're basically going to act like somebody with a big stick up their butt, like a snob that thinks that knows everything because other people explained what you should think about the movie. So to me, guys, I'm going tomorrow, going to see Justice League, and sometimes I like to wait. I don't know if I'm going to be physically able to do a review right away because I'm probably going to be very tired, and I also like to process the movie before I review it. But we'll see, guys. To the very least, I will try. It's a must try, but I would definitely try to do it on Saturday as soon as freaking humanly possible. So that is it, guys. Just my opinion on that stupid 40% of Rotten Tomatoes. I don't even know if I'm gonna like the movie. It's just my most anticipated movie of the year and of several years now, you can say. It's at my top for sure. So I'm going with an open mind, objectively viewing it, and I really hope that Joss Whedon doesn't ruin it, because I never had a problem with Zack Snyder's portrayal of anything, and I just like my DC movies to be a lot more grown up, mature, and not quirky and that funny as the Marvel movies. I mean, the Marvel movies have their place in my heart and in my taste palette, but from my DC movies I would like to see something a lot more substantial. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you like to support me, you can check out the links to Patreon, PayPal, my t-shirt store, and you can check out my other YouTube channels. Let me know what you think. Until next time with Gary G Reviews.